Hello there, raspberry ice cream. So part of investing is the game of holding. We take a long-term view. I'm going to show you a very interesting clip from my friend blockchain backer BCB, and I want you to go through with him and watch him explain to you how he screwed up his very first Bitcoin cycle. This is going to be absolutely brutal and it's very entertaining. I want you to see. And he tells you once you learn from this, you will see the markets and their chaotic nature and why you must take a long-term view. And of course, you can choose to ignore all this. But for the rest of us, we're going to like, subscribe, press the belly button and all. Thank you very much, friends, and have a listen to this.
Structurally, while they look slightly different, they're very similar. And that what happened in here, right, is, imagine, right, and then we come back into retracement, and then as we pull back down, and we pull back down.
That's just what we had right now. You see this? This is the SEC, friends. Right now, this is literally what just happened right now. We pulled back down, and he's showing Bitcoin from 2017 down here. Right? Watch this. Just have a listen to this.
I sell right here because I'm like, all right, we're breaking down, right? We just took out this floor over here.
He sells the bottom.
We're breaking down. And then what happened with the price? It fired straight back up. And we're back to the highs again, once again, similarly to like what we are right now. So I'm going to bet you there's a lot of people who did the same thing. The SEC came in and attacked. They made it all scary, freaked people out. They sold, and suddenly the market just got away from them very, very quickly. I've made that mistake before, and that's why last week it didn't feel good. It didn't feel like the right time to buy. It felt like garbage. But being through these kind of things before, I made this mistake here and watched Bitcoin fire up 55%. That was brutal. That was brutal. And like an idiot, when do I buy? Right there. What does it do? Pulls right back down another 20% back down. Of course, what are you thinking then? No joke, dude. No joke. Sold.
Oh!
Bought back in.
Oh! Did you feel that, friends? You understand this is what happens to everybody when they don't go forward with friendship and kindness. That's why I have my 4 hearts of friendship and kindness to remind you. This is the game. This is why I take a long-term view. And of course, BCB understands this as well, but he's just sharing with everyone. This was the first cycle. If you want to know what it was going through, have a look at this. This is exactly the period he's talking about. This was the 2017 cycle, friends. He's actually talking about this part here. So this was, I have the dynamite and rocket emoji. You know why? It was the birth of Ethereum. So that was just Bitcoin going, woohoo, bang, woo, bang, woo, bang, woo, bang, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is where the hodl meme really took over. And you can see now why this period, friends, was a long time. This was literally just up only. Once Bitcoin broke the all-time high around here, it went up for a full year. And it did an extra 17x for one whole year. Look what happened to us in this scam cycle. This freaking scam. We got so scammed, it's not funny. Look at this. We went and broke the all-time high. Right, look at this. We went and we actually break it in, congratulations, December 2020. Did we go up only for a full year? Look what happened by the time December was here, Brent. Look at this. That's disgusting. That's pathetic, okay? So in 2017, it was so maniacal, so much chaos, so much bull market pumpamentals, friendship and kindness that Bitcoin gave you 17 to 18x when you broke the high. The all-time high. And the whole crypto industry went to the moon. Altcoins were giving 50x, 30x, 20x everywhere. Every single coin. And look what we get. Look at this scam, pathetic, evil scam insider, snake industry return we get now. You buy the top here, and then what do you get? What are you a year later, friends? You are literally a 2.3x, and it's freaking over because you go offside. You never go anywhere remotely offside in his one. So it was just a full scam. And look, by the time you buy it, look, did you know the top was in like 3 days later, 3 months later? This is disgusting, okay? So this is just to show you the pain of what happened. So as soon as he got out, which was here, Bitcoin went up 55%. And then he gets back out here and then he tries to get back in. And this is him learning, he's sharing with him. I'm very grateful he can share this with us. And he can just say, hey, man, you want to know what the first cycles were like? That's what it was like. But we have to look at this with an objective lens because we now get to see when you have no information, when nobody knows how to chart anything properly, it just goes up. The spreads are wider. The information asymmetry is greater. People don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't even know what they're looking at. People just are really here for the tech. People believe that the tech is going to change the world. Let's take an objective view about today. How many people are saying tech is going to change the world? Think about it. Look to your left, look to your right, and look behind you just in case someone's behind you. Think about it. Everyone's here for the casino. And you know that's the truth. Everyone's here for the casino, right? I mean, you even know this. If you're in the Pulse Chain Richard Hart ecosystem in Hex, look how early Richard Hart was telling everybody that they're all gamblers. He was telling everyone here. Look how early it is here. It's only now the market is finally truly realizing that they're all degenerate Ponzi gamblers and we're here for the casino. This guy, I guess you could say he's a visionary. He just told everyone, hey, you're actually all here for the price and the number go up. So that's why Hex is truly ahead of its time. It's ahead of its time. That's funny when you think about it like that, and it's product market fit. That's why I might have a nice second cycle to come. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So you now get to see the power of holding, but also, unfortunately, now that everybody knows that it's a casino, people will think about it differently. So that's why I've shown you this wonderful clip, friends. You get to now see, unfortunately, what happens next is potentially danger. Because if we go back to that period that BCB was talking about, he was actually talking about literally this period. He's literally, where was his 3K6? He's actually talking about these periods here, okay? That's what I was talking about. Now, in these periods here, it kept going up and up and up and then up and then up, just because the fact that it was a casino was the second most important priority on everybody's mind. It was actually the tech changing the world. Everybody really believed it's going to change the world. That's what we call a new paradigm. Everyone was like, hey, this time is different. It's not about making money. It's not about, allocating capital and fiat. We're actually here. This technology is mind-shattering, mind-blowing. And guess what? The technology is, but there is a price too high for everything, unfortunately, as everyone got to discover. So even though Bitcoin and Ethereum had a great run and we sent the whole industry to new heights, there did come a point where, prices disconnected so far and euphoria took over. We're all here hoping for euphoria. We love that. But think about it right now. Let me go back to that previous cycle. We had the zombie virus. We had infinite money printing, infinite QE. We had 0% interest rates. We had every single reason for Bitcoin to hit 100,000, but it didn't. Why? You know why. Metcalfe's law. Bitcoin has 100 million people now, okay? 100 million people in BTC. It needs more people. It just needs more people. Crypto is valued off the number of nodes in the network, and it seems to value itself as an approximation of Metcalfe's law. And of course, it's not perfect, but it's as close as we're going to get. So the real way to get more value is to get more people. It's not to do with 0% interest rates. It's not to do with QE, because most of the people who already understand the money printing, they're already in. They're in from years and years ago. All the people who were punting for the money printing, they bought in here and here and here and here and here. All the people buying at the top, they're not buying for the money printing. They say they are. But that's why the music stops up there for them. They're actually buying just to be part of the community. And unfortunately, they're at the tail end of it. All right. So to actually double Bitcoin again, to 4x it, you need 100 million people. Go find me another 100 million people. You got to convince everybody that they're early. So don't forget, when it comes to all these moving pieces of the puzzle and everything that's going on, just don't forget this, man. It doesn't matter what the narrative is. This is why, if you like, subscribe, press the belly button and all. I'm telling you all the time, friends. This golden box of friendship, I was tweeting like an absolute insane mental asylum, a deranged, demented mental asylum hospital patient who's let loose. I was telling you, crypto is too cheap. We are in the depression zone. This has to be a good buy for the future. This has to be in the next 12, 24, 36 months. If we don't go to zero, this has to be a good buy. All the weekends are out. But no one believed me, and I just kept telling everyone time and time again, the smart money, the whale money, the insiders, the scamskers, right? The Satan himself, they are buying in the depression zone. Not because they necessarily know the next narrative, but simply because they know that when weak hands get out, you must accumulate off them no matter what. because a good narrative can always be invented, but you can't always convince someone to give you the price. Let me repeat that again because that's super important. So if you are an evil dictator insider and you want to usher in CBDCs and governments and you're the aliens controlling everyone, you want to do all this stuff, remember, you can always make a new narrative. Good, neutral, bad. You can pay some little twink journalist. You can do whatever you want with the media. You can brush it up good, medium, or bad. But what you can't do is force someone to sell you cheap crypto. You can't force them. You can design some systems. You can plan some evil doings to try to get them to do it and increase your probability, but you can't actually make them click sell. So when they do click sell, you better rub your hands together with everyone else and you got to take it. Because that's exactly what happens now. I'm hoping this now makes sense. Do you see now why strong hands, we, the bulls, why we buy when there is blood on the streets? Have you ever heard that saying? I'm sure you have. Buy when there's blood on the streets, even if it's your own. By JP Morgan himself. He did not say buy when there's blood on the streets because they're going to print money. He did not say buy when there's blood on the streets because there's going to be a green monthly candle and the RSI is cheap and they're going to cut interest rates. He didn't say that. He just said buy when there's blood on the streets, even if it's your own. That's it. When weak hands give away their blood, they are giving away their diamonds, but they're giving it to you for the price of a penny. That's why you follow me. I'm here giving you high content for free, high valuable content for free. Like, subscribe, please share with your friends and family. You're not going to get this anyway. I believe you work too hard for your money to go give your money out to these other grifters who are going to keep giving us poisonous leverage trading, ICO pump and dumps, and all these other trash so they can farm and engagement farm everyone. That is disgusting. We deserve better. We are the people. We are outsiders, and we don't want to deal with that garbage, immoral trash anymore. We're here to actually win, and I'm telling you how the game is played, and you got to feel it, friends. You got to feel it firsthand. And I even have this cute little clip here for you. And I'd like you to know that these big events are what we call buy the rumor, sell the news. What that means is when the market was capitulating down at the end of 2022, I was saying, you have to buy crypto. You have to buy crypto. Why? Because weak hands are getting out. And nobody understood what I was talking about. And I kept saying, markets don't move the way you think they do. They move off emotion. When weak hands panic, strong hands like me, we are staying long and we're even getting in more simply because the weak hands are out. Because we believe in our hearts, at some point, a good narrative is going to come anyway. And we're going to own the asset. And that's exactly what happened. Good narratives start coming. As you saw now, we were correct. Okay, so I know you're going to have an appreciation for this. If you zoom down, it looked like death and destruction. Look at this right-hand side. Just look at it. And no one ever knew. This is what it looks like. You know, no one ever knew any good news would ever come out. And then surprise, surprise. We're rallying and the... Exactly what we see today. We're rallying Bitcoin ETF and Bitcoin is a hedge against etc., etc. You see the game here. This is why truly long-term investing wins, because long-term investing means you don't increase your probability of selling because you are not even looking at the news tomorrow, next week, next month. You are literally just coming back in 12, 24, 36 months and saying, well, did we get a green candle or a red candle, darling? Those are the actual people who win, friends. You see how tough it is. I just shown you like blockchain backer BCB selling and then buying and then selling and then buying it. He's learned from that and he now gets to share the good word with everybody else. But now my goal here is for you to learn off that. So I can't promise that we're going to get anywhere near the 2017 returns. But I can tell you, we're going to keep our gloves on, our fists up, chin down, and we're going to take a good shot at this. That's all we can do. Take a good shot. We're going to put up a good fight. Just like how we're going to keep fighting to remain friends forever and ever. Tell mum and dad, weak hands are exiting, strong hands. We are long, we are strong. Like, subscribe, all button, or I'll catch you in the next one.